Story time: my 52-year-old mother and me got stopped by the police and she got arrested for not having insurance. So, all this happened and is still happening since last year, I think. So, first it started with my mom, she didn't have insurance, and that's because she let it kind of like lapse. Because I remember during COVID, they were saying if you could go without something, like you could let it go. So, she let go of her, I think it was her car insurance. Bro, it's literally so freaking hot, and that's why I have my hair up. But anyways, so yeah, this happened like and is still happening. So basically, she let her insurance lapse and she never paid on it, and then we got stopped by the police once, and this was right when my grandmother was in the hospital. She had stage 4 cancer. She sadly passed. So this was, and by the way, she got arrested the that time. That was the third time we got stopped, and that was like the birthday of us, the first birthday when my grandmother passed. So the first time we get stopped, basically, they just gave her a warning because she was honest. She told them like, hey, like I didn't know that I forgot about it. Like we had a lot going on, so they let her go. Okay, so the second time we got stopped, that was like this year, if I'm not mistaken. And it was like super early. If y'all don't know, I've said this before, my brother gets up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. We take him to work, and then we used to before what I'm about to say next. Okay, so this time we got stopped. She didn't get arrested, but they had basically told her that somebody else was gonna have to drive the car. And if you're wondering why don't I have my license, every time I would try to, sometimes I would just forget to go and take the test because I had made an appointment. I never went and got my license. I don't know what it is, our generation, we just don't want to get our license. But yeah, I don't have my license, so I couldn't drive it back. So we had her cousin on my grandfather's side to come and drive the car and pick us up, basically. Okay, so I asked my mom, and she said, yeah, my her cousin drove the car back, and that's how we got back to the house that morning. And keep in mind, this is like super early. So yeah, around that time, that's when my aunt, I don't know why I keep wanting to call her my aunt. That's when my cousin, I don't even know if she's my second cousin, I don't really know. But she came and got the car, and we ended up back at the house. And that cop, he was making sure we didn't drive. He even came up like near the house because we were like right by the house. Like we were this close to getting home. So basically, that happened. And then the last time was when I was also in the car, and they ended up pulling us over, and he said that he caught us because our tag, it popped up on one of the cameras that's near, like that's on our street. So we were driving like on that road, that main road, and our tag somehow he said it just popped up. And that's why he stopped us initially, because apparently the because my mom had a probation officer from not paying the insurance and getting stopped the second time. And so she had paid the money off, and she thought she paid all of it, and she forgot that it was just a little bit left that we didn't pay. And so the probation officer put out a warrant for her arrest without trying to like contact her and let her know that she still didn't finish paying off from last time. And I think that was like a SR-22, which we're going to get into that. So yeah, basically that's after that happened. Like I said, we got stopped, so they arrested her, and then that was a lot going on. I think I was going to register for classes that day. So yeah, I was going to register for classes this day, and they stopped us, and it was so weird because I literally told her, I was like, oh, if you don't really want to go to the campus, I can just register online. She was like, no, you should probably register in person. But it's probably a good thing this all happened so we could find out what was going on. Like, we didn't know she had a warrant out for her arrest. And for anyone that's about to say, well, the probation officer should have told her, technically the probation officer does not have to tell you that they put out a warrant on your arrest. But I do think that they could have at least tried to reach out more to her and let her know, hey, you didn't finish paying this off. Instead of my mother getting arrested, her birthday month, near Mother's Day, the birthday of my grandmother's passing, like the first year without her. And then it was also my brother's birthday. Like, it's a lot going on in May. Like, that's when a lot of birthdays and a lot of events happen. And also, my uncle had passed, and then right after my mom's aunt passed, like, and then, like, from literally February, March, April, May, it was just, like, a lot. And I also posted about this kind of recent. It was like me doing my makeup because I have to stay in the house for like 3 months. So with that, when she got arrested, we paid out $1,700 to get her out of jail, and we were waiting there from, I'm trying to think, what time was that? From 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But this has been going because she got arrested like I think 11 o'clock. I went back to the house. I didn't eat anything the entire day because I was so stressed and nervous. And I was calling lawyers as soon as I, like, literally on ring cam, you can literally see me going into the house, and I immediately start dialing lawyers. And I think my brother, he had to get off of work, and I'm so glad he did because I didn't really know what I was doing. I've never been around someone that's been arrested. I don't know what that process is. He didn't know the process. My mom, of course, doesn't know the process. Like, we've never been in trouble with the law whatsoever. So yeah, after we got her out of jail, it was supposed to be $1,500. We get there to the place because you have to wait till they post the bond so you can actually go and pay someone's bond. And it took hours. From 11 to 5 was when they were processing her. And then that's when they posted the bond, was at 5 o'clock. So we took a Uber down there. And keep in mind, we had been Ubering back and forth the entire day. So we took a Uber down there to the jail cell to get her out. And then I remember, bro, my head was hurting. It was hurting so bad. That's probably why I'm like trying to recall stuff. But I remember we were waiting in that waiting area from 5 o'clock till 12 in the morning. Yeah, 12 in the morning. And there was nowhere to go to eat around this time. We didn't have a car. The car was in the impound, so we also had to pay that out on top of the second SR22. And the SR22, if you don't know, it's like 400 and something dollars, almost $500. And then the car to get that out was $300. So we're like spending up savings, we're spending what we have, like we're still spending. Like just recently we paid for another SR22, which you have to have for 3 years apparently now. And we paid another 400 and I think 50 something, almost 500. So yeah, big hefty change. So I'm just making this video so somebody can like tell us what to do, because another thing was the insurance company messed us over and never put the car on the the insurance card. Like our car was just, it didn't have any insurance. I'm like, what's the point of us paying every month in insurance if you're not going to put the car on the insurance? Like, but yeah, I just wanted to know, like, do y'all think that we have like a way to sue the insurance company or not? Because everyone keeps telling us that we don't have enough evidence, that it's not the insurance company's fault, but it kind of seems like it is.